Welcome back, you gorgeous and beautiful people from the internet. My name is Manzi Crypto. Today, I just want to talk more about BETFURY and the Fury Games Legacy Tournament that they have right now, going on for 21 days. I did make a video about this already, announced, I think, a day or two before it starts. But I just want to show you guys here on the right side, you do get paid if you are in the top 2,000 rankings. And I was rank 1,400 or something, and then I was like, okay, well, it's a wager tournament, so I wagered almost all my small amount of numbers that I had. If you guys watch the previous video and just compare, you will see that we had like, I don't know, $2 of USDT, we had like $3 of, I don't know, we had a different amount that had a decent amount. So in total, I pretty much spent roughly about, if I have to take a rough guess, about $20, maybe $25 at the most, and we wagered up to $845. So yeah, we did lose most of it, but the rake back, we could actually make a decent amount back. You can see that it's 20 cents, and you can see all the coins that I did use to gamble. So the rake back is decent, and then we have a cash back, which is 4% of the total lost. Which we can claim in 12 hours, and then we could definitely ramp it up again and see if we can last a little longer this time. But the video that I want to make, or what the video needs to be about, is this that is called the Fury Charge. To get this activated, you need to wager $1,000 within a week, and then you get this activated for another week. So if I claim this right now, you can choose what you want to claim. Do you want BNB, BFG, USDT, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or TRX? You could choose the one you want here to claim. For me, it's almost always better to get BFG. So if I click that, you can see that this is going back to 0%. And now I just have to claim or go up again and wager for the next hour. And then you're gonna get paid. So the cool thing about this is the fact that you can, if you think logically about it, you can spend one coin. So for example, let's say I only gamble with BNB. I can use BNB with the strategy and actually farm more BFG or Bitcoin if I wanted to do that. For me, it's almost always better to rather just take the BFG as a profit. The reason being is because you will earn more in the future. I think if you get to a point where you have enough BFG to actually try and gamble every single day with, let's say, Ethereum or Bitcoin, if you get enough Satoshis, then yeah, there's going to be a day where you won't go to zero. And if that happens, then you might be in a profit forever, if that makes any sense. So I think that should be the goal for most people, if that makes any sense, to try and just get as much BFG as possible. But for now, taking part in this tournament, I mean, we wagered 845 and we're getting paid $100, $30 worth of USDT, and BFG, we're getting roughly about $70 worth of it. Now, I'm pretty sure I will not keep this rank for the foreseeable tournament. There's 19, pretty much 20 days left. And yeah, we wagered almost everything we had. So I do expect to be on the leaderboard, but, barely, if that makes any sense, which is not terrible. I'm okay with that, to be honest. So just wanted to make a video for you guys, pretty much explaining how it works. How this Fury Charge works. Once you claim it, you do have a whole week again, and you could just choose whatever you want to claim. So, yeah. You could also change the intervals. So for me, it's every 60 minutes. You could change it to every 6 hours and every 24 hours. The difference is that if you do it every 10 minutes, you get 1x. Every 60 minutes, you get 1x. But the longer you go, the less you receive. So I think eventually I will make it 6 hours, because every hour is a little bit too much for me. What about when you sleep and stuff like that? Unless unless I somehow put a auto clicker on it, which I don't think is necessary. Looks like we're starting to get into a big loss here with my BNB. 2,300, 2,500 Satoshi. Nah, we just won that. I think also in the previous video when I made the BFG, the BNB that I had, it was $5. So yeah, the strategy is working decent. It's a 2% win strategy with a 2% increase. And then I start with 4 Satoshi. Or is it gold Gwei? I'm not too sure. But I think overall, the strategy does work until it doesn't. And unfortunately, it only has to fail once. And then you're back to 0. So just keep that in mind. This is a gamble strategy. After you lose a certain amount, I think once you get to like 1,000 Satoshi, you will be going down over time. So if you do win, you'll have less than what you started with. It's not like a 1-to-1 ratio martingale strategy. That's why I like this one. It's safer, but it requires you to win at least 1 out of 100 rolls, or maybe 200 rolls or something like that. After that, it becomes, it goes into a negative. So yeah, the strategy is pretty decent. If you guys want to know my mining strategy, what I do is I put this on 50% win chance. Then you have like 1.97 or something multiplier. But it's 50% here. And then I bet 1 cent in total. And the reason for the 1 cent is because I want to farm BFG. So I wanted to farm BFG with that. That's why I put it at 1 cent. And then on loss, I increase it by 5%. And on win, reset. So that is pretty much my strategy. And it works decent. But I mean, like, you will go to 0 with that strategy. So I think regardless what you do on any of their games, you will go to 0 eventually. But your main goal should be to farm as much BFG as possible. So just keep that in mind. If I open up the Fury charge again, you can see now it says 8%. And the total wager is not even a cent yet. Oh, that's the claim. That's the claim. But yeah, I'm gonna just try and remain in the top 1,000 ranking, because then you'll get $100. If you go from 1,000 to 2,000, you get $40. So I'm fairly certain if you go from 2,000 to 3,000, you might get $20. And then after that, there's nothing. So yeah, they might reward the top 3,000 people, and it shouldn't be too hard to remain in the top 3,000. Especially if you invest like $20 and use the mining strategy I just mentioned. It's not a set in stone 100% you'll last for that long, but I think it's at least a decent strategy to start with. Otherwise, what else you can do is you could take this to 95% win chance, put it on 1 cent, whatever coin you are betting on, and then maybe increase by 100%. That could also last you a decent amount of time, but you will go to 0 with these mining strategies. It's just how it works. Your job is to at least remain alive or non-zero for as long as possible. But yeah, you'll eventually go to 0. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day watching these videos. I appreciate the love and support. Hopefully this strategy and this the guide about the Fury charge actually clear things up. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.